In this episode, we begin our exploration of the Warframe universe, diving into the origins of the Origin system and the Orokin that rule it, as well as their terrible, oppressive culture. For such fun rhymes, it's a real depressing time. Enjoy. Warning. This episode contains spoilers for the Warframe main story missions, as well as mentions of slavery, torture, and other terrible acts.
With the world in the current state that it is, I was thinking the other day.
How dare you?
I'm not someone personally who would sign up for the military. I don't think I'm built for that. But what technology from fiction would convince you, and they give it to you to use in the military, to sign up? In this hypothetical, I'm going to say we're fighting robots from space. That just space robots are invading us. So you're not killing people. You're signing up for the military. What technology would convince you to sign up? Guy is actually taking off shoes. It's very distracting. His toes are out.
I'm relaxing because I was worried about my pivot for this episode, but you've set me up so beautifully. So I'm just happy with this.
Honestly, that is a weapon of mass destruction right there.
My dogs?
No chemical warfare.
You're going to hate me, but my brain goes to one place and one place immediately because I think it would be cool as fuck to have. I mean, we're modern times, so some form of, like, cool armor suit, obviously. But invent the ability to be a Mistborn from Brandon Sanderson's world, and I will fight any army of robots you need. Being able to go through steel... Imagine a whole fucking wave of robots coming at you, Duralium steel push, they will get destroyed.
Oh, it'd be nice.
Or just pull them apart. Like,
it's
it'd be
literally
so sick.
like, have you ever seen that? There's a scene there's a Clone Wars scene from the earliest Clone Wars show where it was like those 2D animations.
Yeah, where Mace like pulls all the nuts out and like...
He destroys like thousands of battle droids in one fight, like ultra battle droids, and it's so sick. He like crushes them all.
Yeah.
Dude, it's sick as hell.
Yeah, like he loses his lightsaber and just goes, time to throw hands and just...
He just punches I do love that scene, so and sick. That scene of him punching a battle droid, and then the scene in the background of in the movies of a clone trooper just trying to punch a battle droid and hurting his hand.
Just shows how Chad window. No, yeah, that...
I'm agreeing. I'm just taking a second to find an item.
Guys actively pulled his phone out.
I'm browsing my Steam library to find a game that I'm thinking of.
Nice reels you got there.
That, I can see them reflected in the whites of his eyes. So, give me some form of allomancy, and you best believe I'm signing up for the military if that's what I can become.
I can also think Stormlight stuff, just being able to control the fundamental forces like flying and gravity and shit.
Yeah, some of them will be more useful than others. But if you've reached the third ideal and you have... the second ideal, the third ideal, I was right the first time, and you have your blade, then that's going to be pretty fucking sick, because you're just going to, as discovered, sharp blades just cut through anything and everything that's non-organic, so you're just going to fucking go whirlwind mode.
I would love to. I feel like something that, like, there's a lot of different things that gives you kind of like a partner or a friend. So, like, there's Pokemon, they give you a friend. There's the Spren from
That's Radiant, have their Spren.
There's, if you talk about the Master Sheep armor, there's the AI Cortana who lives in his suit. A lot of those would be very, like, comforting. It's nice to have, like, a friend you can fully trust.
Yeah.
Also, what's the, is it Titanfall, the one where you have like a friend with your big robot? And
you can get the Big Mech.
Yeah,
100% you can get the Big Mech.
Honestly, Pacific Rim is my go-to, right? Put me in a Jaeger. We talk about it in the episode, but like
fighting big robots with big robot is your answer.
Yes,
I respect that immensely.
Thank you. I'm a big fan of this. I also think Ben 10's Omnitrix is a sick weapon. Also,
I'm going fucking crazy. I cannot find the game that I'm thinking about. But my two answers are much more sci-fi. Well, yours is fantasy. Yours was sci-fi-ish, but sci-fi in a different way. You're going more armor. I'll go more device. Portal gun.
Portal gun's
kind of sick. I get home from war.
It's more useful.
I have my legs blown off from a landmine because for some reason, despite the fact that I have a portal gun, I still got landmine because that's reasonable.
As established in a previous episode, Guy does not let me explore with landmines.
Landmine's bad. That's my hot take
Guy
today.
would be the guy in the group that stepped on a landmine in a war thing, wouldn't he?
We had explicit multi-day planned out plans to all ride here in one car, and I fully ignored them this morning. So, yes, absolutely correct.
Well, I was waiting in the group chat to hear a message from Guy saying, "How are you tracking? Waiting to leave my house." And then, like 15 minutes later, I get a selfie of him in the studio, and I'm like, What?
How did you make it through Laos in Vietnam without activating a landmine? That was crazy.
We had our lovely guide from World Challenge who was I think a retired like military SEAL, like genuinely like special forces guy who is now a beekeeper.
We had a little lady,
and he played a lot of not Mariah Carey, Katy Perry on the car speakers.
I remember that hike through Vietnam was very fun. We had a guy, very small lady, very nice. She was called Me. I'm not even joking.
Nice.
Her name was Me, and she was great. I know it's probably it's a pretty racist joke, but it's the joke from.
It's colonist coded for sure.
It's joke from that from Rush Hour.
Yeah.
Where it's like you.
Oh,
the guys called you and me and stuff like that. So yeah.
My second one, which was from a game I could not find on here, was hard game to describe very rapidly. Basically, you just discover a little programming device that lets you reprogram reality. So you can go like door.open. You just have to find the door IDs and stuff like that. And it's like, that is programmer.
Okay.
Great for me.
That's just like, okay, give me a wand of wishing at that point.
You fucking asked.
I know. It's also like, okay,
and I answered.
The keys to the kingdom. Boom.
Great.
That'd be great.
Congrats.
Yeah.
You're going to have a great time. I'm going to have a great time.
They're kind of like an upgraded version of Shard Blades.
What were we fighting originally again?
Robots.
From space?
Yeah.
Speaking of robots from space, fuckers! Speaking of robots from space, metal armor, you've got it all.
We put them on a tee.
Yeah.
You teed them up.
And you come on, swing. What are we talking
you
about?
have also popped a button, sorry.
I popped a button?
That's why I waited for like a very minute pause in the conversation. You popped a button, so feel free to redo that if you'd like.
Sorry, viewers.
Otherwise, I will be looking at content. Oh.
Sorry.
You know what? No, that's fine. I'm.
Your turn, Jude.
No, I'm good.
Just one more.
Gemma did say to me the other day,
Nice.
I'm in my slut era, apparently, which I respect. I like that.
Yeah, you never got a slut era, really, because you met your girlfriend in
I never
high
had
school.
a slut era?
Because you met your girlfriend in high school,
So
right?
true.
So you never really had just...
Well, I thank her for that every day. Yeah. Warframe!
So wait, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, for sure. A Patreon-requested episode today. We've got Warframe. Today, specifically, we're going to be discussing how the setting of Warframe came about as it is when the player enters the game.
Wild.
Given that it's the start of the game when you load in the first time, should be normal-ish.
Mm-hmm.
For these two episodes, we're going to be talking about the basic state of the setting we're in, which is the origin system, and who the movers and shakers are, so the general factions that we've got. Patreon episode was requested by, if I'm remembering right, you're going to hear this in Matt's voice.
Blitz Bandit.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I did remember it. So.
That was a very good recreation of my voice, though.
I thought so, but also people say that they can't tell us apart.
Which actually is wild
drives
to me.
Crazy. What do you mean?
I think it's a blessing. I don't usually like the sound of my voice. It's a thing I still need to get over. And I love the sound of your voices. I can listen to it all day. So it's very...
I appreciate that.
Nice. It's nice to hear that, honestly, viewer. But yeah, Blitz Bandit requested Warframe. Thank you so much, Blitz Bandit, our prestige law one of our prestige law keepers. And if you would like to request your own episode, you can get on patreon.com/limbbylaw and become prestige level or higher. After 3 months, you get to request an episode.
Yeah.
We try to limit them, and they keep coming. And boy, howdy, you guys.
We don't want to limit them. What do you mean?
There's some passion ones out there, and there's some ones that I see coming in, and I kind of dread. When the Five Nights at Freddy one's in, you dived in front of that like a bullet for a president, and I respect it so much. I'll be totally honest. I saw Warframe come in, and I played Warframe once in 2015. So wasn't super like, oh, amazing. I asked a guy at work about it who plays Warframe a lot. I went, are there any funny parts of Warframe that you can like reference, like quick stuff so that I can have a jumping off point to kind of grow the script around? He's like, no. I go, all right.
I feel like every person has a friend, a coworker at work who plays Warframe, because I have a coworker at work who plays Warframe and talks to me about it. Yeah. He was talking to me the other day how they added like a spider mech to Warframe, and everyone was really fucking excited about it.
People get excited about a lot of stuff. I think I know what the spider mech is. Some of the recent expansions are interesting. That's one of the things that I've learned about. But I'll say this, I didn't get excited for it, but the more that I've dived into it, the more that I am, again, in love with this. So please join our Patreon, send us stuff, or just join the Discord and chat about shit you love, because it's delightful to learn about these things.
I've never met a human being that plays.
You
met me.
You never met a human being. Honestly,
I played Warframe for 20 minutes.
Warframe.
We're not human beings.
Have you actually
We're
played
plants.
it though?
We're
Have you
figments.
actually played it?
For like 20 minutes, yeah.
We're
Doesn't count.
figments of the listener's imagination.
Doesn't count.
You're not
One of my
on
recording hours,
Spotify right now or YouTube, whatever. You're just
It's in your head.
you're dreaming right now.
Delightful. Well, of
Jeff.
course.
Wake up, Blitz Bandit. Wake up.
Sam from Ohio.
Sam from
I
Ohio?
don't know, I'm just calling out a name and a place.
That's going to be someone eventually. Of
Why
course.
should be one of our patrons? They're like, oh, how did they find me?
We cannot get ahead of ourselves. We got to start with the basics. That's right. Crack a cold one so we can listen to this. Warframe is a TPS MO action RPG, being a third-person shooter multiplayer.
Can you pretend that I don't know what any of those acronyms mean?
You hear halfway through the sentence what I was saying?
He didn't know what those meant.
I'm saying what the acronyms were.
Okay.
That's the bracket part
Cool.
after the first bit, because that one was a joke, because I knew you wouldn't get it.
Hey, Jude, if you wait, he'll explain things. It's kind of
I don't know. He doesn't always.
You know how in D&D
You
sometimes
don't.
you
Yeah,
chastise us
exactly.
because we don't let you get to the end of the sentence?
Yeah.
Let me get to the end of the sentence.
Okay.
From now on, we will be silent. We'll not ask a single question.
Don't interject. This is court is in session. No, I'm joking.
You wanted me to interject?
I was halfway through the sentence. Anyway, Warframe is a TPS MO action RPG. You don't get the context now. No. Third-person shooter, TPS, multiplayer online, not MMO, massively multiplayer online, because massively multiplayer online, you can run into people while you're wandering around. Warframe don't do that. You can play online with friends, don't have to.
Okay, cool.
Action role-playing game released by Digital Extremes in 2013, having now survived for a solid 13 years and still hosting an average player count of around 85,000 players. That's a very
lot.
popular game. I think it was like number 13 on the Steam charts. Fucking insane. That's like TF2 levels of persistence.
It is the kind of game I've seen so much. It's like same with Destiny. I get them confused a bit. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, that's cool. I've never touched the lore, so I'm really excited to just learn what the hell everyone's talking about.
Of course. Warframe is set in a sci-fi future, tens of thousands of years from now, our real human reality, they are connected, but still in our own solar system, now called the Origin system. Missions in the game happen across the various planets and their moons, as well as some of the dwarf planets on the outskirts, all those various fun bits and pieces, as well as a couple of wildcard locations we'll get to shortly. The various factions that we fight with and against are somewhat biologically split, but ultimately are all traced back to humans.
There are no aliens.
No. By and large, well, there's specifically one alien. Me.
Oh.
And
We killed the rest.
well, no. We also did kind of make one of them, which is an alien species, but it came from the solar system, so I don't know if that counts.
So it came from our solar system?
We sent it from our solar system to go somewhere else. It came back an alien species, basically.
That's like a 50 alien. Yeah, I'll give it a 50%.
Actually,
alien.
there's 2 times that happens. Don't worry about it. You play
Which
as
makes
a...
one whole alien.
Exactly.
one whole alien.
You play as a Tenno who, to quote the intro cutscene, are monuments from an ancient warrior caste scattered across frail worlds who fought back, bringing an end to an empire. Then they left.
Oh, nice.
You control a Warframe, a cool-looking robot body. So we're robot aliens, we're there. With cool abilities like magnetic or electrical manipulation, as well as sick movement abilities and gun skills. The game opens with you being woken from your slumber, being attacked by a guy who looks like a big roast chicken.
I'm woke?
You're woked. You're woked after some period of time, which the timeline doesn't clarify.
Oh, good. You're finally awake.
Yeah. I'm going to send picture...
Is that what you had to say?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm going to send picture of Big Chicken Man to the chat. You don't have to describe him. I'm just doing this for you.
He is a chicken man.
Big roast chicken man.
Yeah.
His
Kind
name is
of-
Captain Vor.
Any fans of Skyrim? It's very Hagraven as well, actually.
He kind of looks like the guy from the Barbie movies who's evil. You know what I mean? You seen that guy?
Who's
like very, very like flamboyant and evil.
Are you talking
And has
about
evil
Ryan Gosling?
Has an evil parent? No, not from the movie. From the original Barbie movies.
Okay, if you say the Barbie movie, I'm not going, oh, of course, Barbie Princess Adventures.
If I looked up Barbie animated movies evil guy.
There's a few of them.
He comes up first pick.
Okay, no, I do know him. That's from Nutbush? No, the Dance of the...
Pretty sure he's in a few.
He's in a couple of them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The Premanger.
What the fuck
What is
going
this guy?
on? Well, to tell you that, we need to backtrack just a little bit to a few hundred or thousand, timeline's not clear, don't worry about it, there isn't an answer, it just is what it is. 100 or 1,000 years before the opening cutscene to meet the focus of today, the main event, the main perpetrators, the first great group that we will be looking into, named the Orokin. Orokin.
It's actually spelled origin. Sorry, there's a G there.
No.
Right?
No, it's Orokin, I'm pretty sure.
It's Orokin, yeah.
It's Orokin, yeah.
Damn, they misspelled it. So sad.
The Orokin. The Orokin are a race, quote unquote, / social class that in this time rules the Origin system with an iron fist. The Orokin exert their power from their home of Lua, which is the moon, and have done so for hundreds, if not thousands of years at this point by using a combination of highly advanced technology and, more specifically and more often, highly advanced bioengineering. They did have amazing tech, and they still do to some degree have some hardware stuff, but they stopped using that by the time of the game due to problems, which we'll get to.
They don't like the hardware?
The hardware doesn't like them.
Oh.
The Orokin, as I alluded to, are assumed to basically be hyper-evolved humans. They are blue, like sort of a silver blue color, silken skin, quote unquote, long arms and fingers, sort of spider-looking thing.
Ew, I don't like that.
And generally have some amount of gilding over their bodies, including their perfectly symmetrical faces. They wear sometimes subtle, more often ostentatious outfits resembling something like sci-fi Greek robes and chains. I should have left the description to you. I apologize.
No,
I was
I
on a
love it.
roll.
No, it's better that way. I love having it described to me, honestly.
Excellent.
Fill my ears with...
They're kind of hot.
They are. That is the
They're
entire
kinda
point. The Orokin very strongly value beauty and youth and all of these sorts of, wonderful things.
Matt keeps looking at the image of the long fingers, to which all that I want to say is, what those hands do.
What those hands
Get
do.
away from me. Those hands are too long.
The other thing to clarify as well is that this society, as I've mentioned, is hyper into bioengineering. So at the point that they are at, it is essentially playing with like a character customization. And at some point, blue skin and long fingers were hot.
It's
in currently.
I was thinking like, it's only, you said thousands of years after. Evolving after 1,000 years is kind of would be very quick. So the bioengineering makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so it's hundreds of thousands of years from now. It's thousands of years before the opening cutscene.
It is hundreds of thousands. Oh yeah, so
it's a very fucking long time.
That's still
into the
very
future.
fast for evolution.
Oh, 100%. But with their focus being on bioengineering, makes sense.
Yeah.
Being the ascendant, regal group that they are, the Orokin have performed so many crimes against existence, including, but not limited to, almost completely draining the system of resources, causing irreparable damage to most of the planets.
We wouldn't do that. No.
They created, using
sound
their
like us.
bioengineering, a slave race called the Grineer.
Once again, we also
What
wouldn't
the
do
actual
that.
fuck? Why?
And as well, I've written here, oppression, open brackets, various, close brackets.
So this is they genetically modified some other humans to be this slave race.
So, unclear exact specifics. Likely, yes. They took DNA samples and grew them. The Grineer are ultimately clones.
I see.
So,
Can you spell that?
Grineer.
Well, they're just little gross guys.
I will also
They're kinda
say,
cute,
to
honestly.
clarify, a lot of the images you're going to get are those of the Grineer in the current day, which is minorly different from how they are originally,
Yeah, right.
but also we don't know what they looked like originally, because a lot of this stuff, to clarify as well, is speculation based on a fuckload of logs. So
Which is your favorite guy? That's the.
I love it.
No.
basically-
The Godspeed to the people on the Warframe wiki, which Digital Extremes hosts. Thank Christ for a game company that hosts their own wiki. Don't have to use fandom. And while I'm here as well, thank you to Starlord D, Stallord D. There's 2 Ds. Who's like the foremost YouTube expert, does a lot of very nice lore videos, and was a big source of inspiration for this particular thing.
So basically, one day, this society went, you know what? Blue skin, totally in.
Totally in. Totally
Long
hot.
fingers, totally in.
Exactly.
Oppression, totally in.
Absolutely.
I can get the blue fingers part. No, sorry, the blue part, not the fingers.
Yes.
Matt's got the blue fingers in his mind.
It's like, I don't know. Blue's kind of exotic. You know?
The various forms of oppression that they created. I've got a sub-list. Sorry, you got to get into this. Oppression, various. Includes forced genetic mutation, restricting access to technology for lower classes, essentially forcing serfdom on a lot of the population.
Yep. Okay.
Stealing kids and torture.
Okay.
Torture extending to sublist in a sublist. Cutting hands off for stealing.
Yep.
Execution, which is the honourable way to go, which is a thing called the Jade Light, which is, if you know D&D, disintegrate.
Yeah, nice. Cool.
Just turns them to dust.
At least it's a quick way to go.
It's the honourable way.
Yeah.
If they don't like you, though, they will do what's called glassing, which is turning someone into a cephalon, which is essentially a robot. They trap your consciousness inside a inanimate object and will run your consciousness for all eternity. Quite often, these are used as ship computers.
Yeah, that's fucked. That's that.
It's that type of like scalpel precision type of cruelty.
Yeah.
Where it's like, we're not just needlessly bloodthirsty or anything. We have scientifically perfected the worst possible torture.
Oh, I know. If we ever be able to create like synthesize the mind, like the human mind, the horrors that will exist will be. It's probably the worst thing we'll ever do.
Absolutely.
It is going to be. Have you seen White Christmas, the Black Mirror
Yeah, I
episode?
have, yes. I literally wrote Black Mirror on this thing.
The White Christmas episode haunts me still today.
It's really
so
bad.
good.
Final crime. This is we've escaped the sublist. We're no longer in the oppression or the torture. We're now just back in their general crimes. Final crime, Meat Tower. A lot of the societal awfulness that I've listed in this sort of issues list stems from the fact that the Orokin is less of a race and more of a faction. I'm sorry? Are you good?
Are we going to get to the meat tower? You gonna tell us about the meat tower?
You can't just say meat tower
Meat
and then
tower.
keep going.
I think you sent us a photo of the meat tower yesterday and it scared me.
They were peeling it. They were harvesting it for meat.
What is the meat tower, guy?
Okay. If you are a spacefaring race who needs to very quickly expand across the stars and doesn't particularly like using hardware technology and instead likes using bioengineering, what's the fastest way to make a place to live?
I don't know.
Is the answer
You
creating
create
tower
a
of
seed
meat?
that you can plant in the ground that grows into a meat tower.
Is that really the best thing we can do?
That's what they're into.
You know what also does that?
Uh-huh.
A tree. Just plant a fucking tree.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a meat tree.
Why does it need to be meat?
Because that's what they're good at making.
Just eat fucking leaves, okay? Is it alive?
No.
Is it sentient?
I mean, it depends on your definition of those things.
Can it think?
Probably not.
What do you mean probably?
I don't know. I've never talked to one. A lot of the
he's got a
societal
point.
awfulness
Tell us a
stems
point.
from the fact that the Orokin are less of a race and actually more of a faction, or realistically, to be more accurate, a ruling class. The Orokin are, in fact, the ruling class, a small few, and are kept immortal through their use of continuity. So to clarify, I didn't put it in here. They're the ruling class over a number of other people who generally would be classed by us as normal humans. These guys are specifically the ultra wealthy who have figured out how to make themselves blue.
They took all the bioengineering and said you can't have it. It's ours.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's behind a paywall.
There are a couple of tiers to the Orokin in terms of their ranks. I didn't super go into it, but there's like researchers. So essentially, if you become like god tier scientist, you get to be part of the Orokin ruling class, and they just take advantage of your skills. They just remove you from normal society.
Wow.
Exactly. Continuity, to explain as well very quickly what the Orokin are up to, is a ritual involving consuming some rare space juices before invading the mind of another person. This is often those stolen children that I mentioned, as the Orokin are always desiring beauty, youth, and perfection. And they do that by taking over the slave kids' bodies to live forever. And when I say, by the way, invading, I do mean invading. They are not swapping with the children. They are taking over their minds, removing them, and their old body dies. Precision engineered dickhead race.
Yeah.
This is the same thing from the from Lockwood and Co. Spoilers for Lockwood and Co. But the ultimate villain has been staying alive for like 100 years because she transferred her consciousness into her granddaughter's body.
True.
Nice. Got
That's
him.
fucking horrific.
It's
Man,
pretty bad.
I can't wait for season 2 of that show.
Don't make me sad. Make me sad. Dude, it's such
We've
a
all
good,
got our triggers on this
It's such
show.
a good season. It's so accurate to the book.
Good.
Except
It's a
for
really
Skull.
good show.
No one watched it enough, apparently.
Yeah. I did also mention the Grineer, quickly covering off. Again, the Grineer are genetically engineered to be perfect slaves, very little free will, and a desire to serve the Orokin. I have a big quote here, but it's probably not... I can come back to it maybe, but... essentially, it's just a chanting song as they're doing some mining with one small part that I will quote here.
Just make robots. You have the tech.
Here we go. You can have... Who wants to be a enslaved race?
He's British, so he can take it. Sorry.
Yeah, I need to be put in my place.
So, to clarify,
pay for the sins of my ancestors. Is that where you're going, huh?
I am Irish. I would like you to pay a little, you know?
To clarify what is happening right now, the
800 years
Orokin
ago.
are on a mining base that are being attacked in the middle of a war. They are slave labor, so they are still doing the mining, and they are kind of powerless to defend themselves. So they're being assaulted right now, and he's trying to kind of process that.
I am angry. Why is this happening? Is that an Orokin? No. We serve the Orokin. The Orokin are golden. This is something else. I pick up my shovel.
I
Roll to hit.
I pick up my shovel.
Nat 20.
Holy shit, you kill it! You kill the... I can't tell you.
Yeah, I was going to say, what are they fighting?
We'll find out in a bit. Don't worry about it.
Fucking guy.
Yes.
This
So...
fucking guy.
Delightful. So the Grineer are clones of clones of clones of clones of clones, stretching back so far that it's too long. All of them have genetic defects that leave them with disabilities and a very short lifespan. However, given that they're clones, we'll just make more of them.
I was going to say, like the royal families.
Yeah, got them.
Too much inbreeding.
I will give you a small, shining little beacon of light. Spoiler for the future of this race. They do eventually mutate and get a little bit nasty with it and mutate a sense of dignity and self.
Damn.
Because that wasn't originally in their engineering.
Good on him.
I know, right?
Fuck yeah.
It's really good.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud. What are they called again?
We will come back around to these guys later, don't
Grinners?
worry. Eh?
Grinners?
Grineers.
Grineers. Sorry. I'm proud of you, Grineers.
No, it's all good. I don't know why I said that. To the next race, the Corpus. While the Orokin are the rulers, the Grineer are the base sort of layer of Orokin society, the majority of the middle class are, as I said, relatively normal people. For a long time, they were, as mentioned, more or less serfs, being farmers, tradespeople, that sort of thing. However, a cultural revolution came about, led by a man named Parvos Granum. If I pronounce things wrong, get fucked. A child from a grain farming family. As he visited an Orokin city, he marveled at the wealth and ostentatiousness on display, the gilded city streets, all this sort of stuff when his family had so little. So, being goaded, he snapped and stole a few gems off a gate in the city, and he did immediately get stolen, got by the guards, lost his hand for his efforts, but
Damn.
on the upside, managed to swallow one of the gems.
Nice.
Nice.
Got away with it.
Awesome.
Seeing that he'd dropped a bunch of the gems that he'd picked up and he'd lost his hand, he'd paid the price, obviously, so he got back to his farm, pretty deathly sick, and eventually vomited the gem back up.
Minus one hand, plus one gem.
Minus one hand, plus one gem. Seems like a fair deal to me. He then takes it, I don't know, back to the city or someone else, doesn't really matter. It doesn't make sense with the money amounts, but
Some sort of fence?
He takes it to some, well, not technically a fence, because he doesn't actually just straight pawn it. He pawns it for a loan.
To a bank?
To a bank of some sort, and then uses the money that he gains to raise those around him with that money. Sort of Robin Hood-esque character. He began teaching people a new way to live, a new form of finding meaning in opposition to the Orokins' laziness and decadence. A true purpose, making shitloads of money.
Fuck yeah.
When his father...
What's his name?
His name is Parvos Granum, sorry.
Fuck yeah, Parvos.
A couple years later, when his father keeled over in the backyard of their farm, he bulldozed it and began building what would eventually become the city of Corposium. I think it's Corposium. More importantly, the home of his new faction, the Corpus.
I thought he was going to make a casino.
I mean, I'll be honest, it's kind of better. The Corpus are a mercantile guild at its very end point, an entire society essentially built around a business structure. They find purpose through being active, pursuing their goals, finding leadership, pursuing profits, ensuring that the products were delivered well. Essentially, just full corporate value society.
It's better than the.
It's better than the Orokin.
It's better than the current system. It's kind of like going from feudalism to capitalism in that sense.
I don't know where I
system.
saw this. It's not strictly true because the corpus do exist, but I did see somewhere. I don't think it's true, but it made me laugh. The Orokin, I think, had at one point banned capitalism because it gave the lower class too much of a chance to raise to the highest echelon of society. They were like, no, you could make money in this system.
It's possible.
No, we're not having this.
They went back to feudalism.
Exactly.
Back to peasants. But yeah, I mean, respect the hustle in the hard times. You got to respect the hustle.
Oh, he's on his shit. He's working hard. This guy, I will say, I do believe lives for a few thousand years. And the spoiler, we get to it eventually. But they also kind of are like a secondary faction. They don't super play into the main story, so I'm happy saying this here. The corpus eventually do become like hyper religiously focused on profit and money, like entire religious structure around just getting dollars, which is hilarious because
money equals value.
But I also don't know who they're trading with at that point because they are essentially a society in and of themselves. Where's the money going?
They don't trade it outside?
There's people that they trade with outside, but they're usually trading good for good because it's a different society. They're not using money. I think that what it may be is that they're looking for profit in a raw trading sense more than strictly money, but also it says money a lot.
Hey, guy, it grows the economy.
Benefits everybody.
Inflation's down.
Hurts nobody.
Crazy.
That's still my favorite Joe Biden moment.
Hey, grows the economy. Matt. It's all Jova.
It's so Jova.
So, returning to the main group, we have a...
Sorry, can I ask, is it similar to... I mean, I guess it kind of succeeded where this didn't. What's it called from Bioshock?
Bioshock, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
The city under the ocean.
Yes. Give me a second.
It's the... Oh my God, I should know this because it's a biblical reference, isn't it? It's like the... Revelation or some shit. It's like... Rapture, thank you. Yeah.
Very direct now that you say that. I don't... Not that I've looked at that
similar,
script at all.
right?
It's just so direct. Oh, okay. Right. Yes. Asterix. Rapture was very much free market capitalism in terms of like, we're going to do anything to get money, inhumane experiments, all this sort of stuff. We don't strictly see Corpus doing that as much as they are more straight resource extraction from outside our society.
Okay.
So they themselves are chill with each other. It's very corporate. Their leaders are a board of 7 people, which hilarious. That's their ultimate government is the board.
Nice.
Does every time the CEO comes in, he fires the rest of the board?
The CEO, I think, gets sent... I think they killed him at one point and then he comes back. I don't fully remember that story because, again, they're not the main characters. Back to the main characters.
Sorry.
No, totally fine. We have a disgusting, hyper-imperial, regal class at the head of a strictly stratified civilization. The Orokin, having a tiny moment of awareness, realize that draining the origin system of all of its resources might have been a bad idea. And they might need to move soon. They set their sights on the Tau system, a neighboring star system, which promised plenty more planets to extract resources from. Depends on how you look at it. Anyway.
Destroy.
They began experimenting with ways to get to this new place. Enrich! Develop! Colonize, some would say.
Bring sophistication.
Exactly.
Civilize.
They begin experimenting with ways to get to this new place, having travelled thus far across the solar system, but not outside of it. Here, we meet someone who plays a major role in the story to come, an Orokin by the name of Albrecht Intrani. Albrecht Intrani. I don't know why. I have a pronunciation guide, but I wrote it before I'd read the rest of the script and watched the rest of the videos, so I know the proper pronunciation. But original me was like,
Albrecht Stormcloak?
Albrecht
Skyrim?
You're thinking of
Albrecht Intrati. I'll be referring to him as Albrecht from now on, or I'll be referring to the Intrati family, but they don't come up super often, so Albrecht is generally it.
Nice. You should call me Albrecht.
I won't. I'm going to call this guy Albrecht. Albrecht was a renowned Orokin scientist. Where did that sound wrong?
Scientist.
No, anyway. Orkin scientist? Anyway.
Orokin?
It's Orokin.
He's an orc?
No, sadly not. Albrecht was a renowned Orokin scientist who established himself as the foremost expert on the void and how it could help be used for the betterment of Orokin society.
So,
yeah?
Every time he sends a word, we have to go like, oh, guy, what's the void?
Play the fucking game, Matthew.
So sorry.
Say it. Say it to me.
Excuse me, Mr. Witherow, sir.
Yes. You don't have your hand. Thank you.
What's the void?
I'm so glad you asked. For many years, Albrecht has been studying the void, a theorized place that existed behind tears in reality that opened and closed across the Origin system. I, for the fucking life of me, cannot find original references to where these things started, if they were doing the things they eventually do. To be very vague about it, they start doing weird shit later on, but I don't know if they were doing it at the start, because everyone who is talking to Albrecht is like, you're a dumb motherfucker, stop looking into this, there's nothing in there. The random tears in reality that open up lead to some sort of anti-space that's empty. That's why it's the void, there's nothing there.
Too bad. Telling him there's nothing there is going to make him want to look more.
That's fair. However, for many years, Albrecht had been studying this. These studies had long been a dead end, with Albrecht being labelled a crackpot. Essentially, finding nothing, no energy, none of the theories working, doesn't make any fucking sense.
Call him Nobrecht.
Until he proved himself correct, opening a gateway to the void and proving that it existed. Albrecht and his team found a way to harness the power of the void. I should have put a description in here of what the void is in general terms. It's a sort of sub-dimension, pocket dimension of like energy, chaos, kind of antimatter. 40k the warp, I believe, is very close, except less demony and hellish.
Yeah, okay.
More like the abyss from Dungeons and Dragons, sort of dark energy.
Like dark matter?
Like Stranger Things, the
Upside Down.
The Upside Down.
So is it an opposite world?
Or
is it
not
just
strictly. It's energy when they're looking in it most of the time.
So is it dark energy or antimatter?
I would term it as closer to antimatter. Dark matter, honestly, dark matter, like in space, where it's like that theorized something that fills the space, is probably quite fair.
Yeah.
It's also a fourth dimensional space, which, I mean, technically everywhere is fourth dimensional space, depending on how you interpret the universe, but that's why the voids are opening up, is it's just this cloud of universe sort of intersecting with our own. So that's where the tears are coming from, just as a brief explanation of some bits there.
Sure.
Albrecht and his team found a way to harness the power of the void and created the Heart of Demos, a device that can provide void power to the entire Origin system, which the Orokin use to power solar rails, short-range FTL jumps between planets.
Nice.
So essentially there's a marker on one end and a marker on the other, kind of a string of some sort, might be beacons, might be something else, whatever it is, that they can hit one side of it, power with void energy, appear on the other side.
It is like a wormhole kind of thing.
Very wormhole, very 40k in terms of that sort of dipping into the other world to get through
the warp to travel.
Exactly.
Totally.
I thought solar rails. I'm like, this doesn't sound like solar power, but solar, you mean tell from star to star. That's why it's called
solar. Yes, technically that is
from
what
sol
they
to sol.
want. That's what they want to use it for. They haven't got there yet. They're still within their own solar system.
Oh, okay.
For the time being, they're like, we've got a bunch of these different planet things. It works short range. There's no reason not to. As far as we can see, it's an entire dimension full of this energy. So let's fucking rip it.
This is like magic at this point, right? Sci-fi magic.
I mean, it's the most magical we'll get. Yes, everything magical and weird like that comes from the void to some extent.
Anytime you get like a thing where I'm like, it's an energy that uses to do things that break physics, it's magic.
I will say it is certainly.
It's sci-fi magic.
I would certainly term it as the MacGuffin of this setting for sure. The technology would also be used as the solution for traveling to the Tau system, which we were having the problem with before. As they just needed to build a rail from their system to the Tau system, and instant travel between these two systems would hypothetically be possible. Or at least much, much, much faster. If nothing else, it's like the Nether in Minecraft.
Yeah. Do you have to have something on the other side to catch you? Or
yes.
Okay, so
with their current technology, yes.
Yeah.
They have to have guided jumps between two beacons,
which makes
essentially.
sense. Yeah.
The
It's a very
rails.
video game in the sense of once you've travelled to this place, you can fast travel.
fast
there.
travel.
It's almost like they made it around the mechanics
Yeah,
of the video.
crazy, right?
It's crazy. Don't worry about it. However, the rail system did need the termination point, as you pointed out. It's my next thing.
The Odyssey, no.
He's fine.
Everyone's dying.
He survived the giant. He can survive this.
Is the Cyclops.
Okay,
Gosh, so fucking
here's a
enough.
quick question. Here's a quick question.
Yeah, go.
Are you the kind of player that will play a game like Skyrim and just walk everywhere to try and get like as many different fast travels as you can and then start questing? Or do you have a go quest and then use that to flesh out your map?
Okay. I thought you were going to ask something different. I thought you were going to ask if I was one of the players who walks everywhere in-game because I'm role-playing, to which I would answer, I cheat items in Minecraft because I can't be fuck chopping down more virtual trees. I've done it in my time, 14 years of it in Azkaban, i.e. chopping down Minecraft trees.
12 years of it.
It's been longer than that now. Yeah, I walk around 100%.
Okay, I played The Witcher more than I probably played Skyrim recently, at least. I'm the kind of person, if I'm really enjoying the main quest, I'll go and do the main quest and actually go straight there. But I will travel there on horse. Because I like traveling there, but also my favorite thing to do is I see all the question marks on the map. I just go travel all of them and go figure out what they are. The amount of times I've walked into a town and I've already completed the quest because I beat the thing on the way into town.
Yeah.
Oh, you picked up that old lady's necklace like 4 blocks back. Yeah, like, 100%.
I just walk around and fight things, and if I find a quest, I'll do the quest.
It is one thing I love that Skyrim has it built in for the first tiny part of the game, but then it doesn't do it very well in later parts of the game, where if you get to Whiterun, having already done Bleak Falls Barrow, you can have like the unique dialogue option of, after the court mage is like, you need to go to Bleak Falls Barrow and get the dragon stone, and you go, oh, you mean this dragon stone? And he's like, well, you've already found it. The owl was right about you. And it's like a really like, it's cool, but then in like late, that's like the only quest in the game where that happens, then the rest of them it almost punishes you.
Hey,
Yeah.
I got a solution for you.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, you're right.
Baldur's Gate's got so much unique dialogue for all that shit.
It does.
The lady who's like, I need a egg from the Githyanki, and you go, already got one. Here, babe. She's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, this is true.
Can I say something that actually, like, I think that's made me stop playing Baldur's Gate?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it with someone else, but I felt like the combat takes so long and is so punishing if you fuck it up that and then you have to go back so far.
Are you talking about low-level D&D combat?
Yeah. Basically, yeah. I found it really punishing. Where the amount of hours I lost going back to the same fight, and I was like, I literally just gave up a few times, and I was like, when I was playing with someone, we had a lot more fun because we were just joking about it.
Yeah.
But the amount of hours I lost for both because I didn't save every single time I'd stopped was so brutal.
You
that I was
short
like,
rested and stuff, right? And long rested? There's buttons for them in the menu.
Yeah.
It took me a while to figure that one out. I got fully to the goblin camp before I figured out you could long rest.
I walked into one fight and just got totaled. I'm like, why can I walk into this and just die instantly? I was like, fuck. I was like, it was rough. Anyway, that's just my rant of Baldur's Gate. It kind of just stuck me really wrong in the early game because it just felt really tough.
Interesting.
Excellent.
It might be a skill issue because Baldur's Gate. Well, no, hang on.
You're not wrong.
It's scientifically proven if dice rolls are involved, Matt has an
It's
inherent
so
disadvantage,
real.
and Baldur's
It's
Gate
so
does for
real.
everything digitally roll dice, right?
Yeah.
So it's RNG, my dude.
Dude, I was playing a Pokemon online, like in Showdown the other day, and in the first 4 turns of the game, I was hit by like 3 crits, a flinch, a paralysis, and I had moves that like 80-90% accurate. I think I missed everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's something about small luck based things that I roll that God
completely terrible.
likes to punish me. Anyway, back to Warframe.
No, totally fine. Where the fuck was I? Oh, the rail system to the town network. So you need a termination point. You need something to be there at the end. The best way to do this would be to send automatons or, robot little guys to go and do that for you. Yeah. Send them off, point them in that direction. The Orokin are immortal. They can just swap into younger bodies. They're not in a hurry.
And you send them very faster than a regular human because they can survive higher Gs.
Correct. However, unfortunately, there was a small rule where the Orokin had a rule against anything truly artificially intelligent. So you could create robots that were smart, like automata. Like a large language model wouldn't count.
Yeah.
But true AI, AGI,
something we don't have yet.
Yeah, exactly. Fully illegal. Do not make that. Which I think is hilarious because glassing people, i.e. turning them into a cephalon, is a thing that they do.
Yeah, I was gonna
so
say
a biological mind in a computer doesn't count, but making a computer brain that runs itself isn't allowed.
I think because it assumes that a biological brain in a computer is limited to that intelligence, whereas
Correct. 100% exactly what they were going for.
Yeah,
the reasoning is not anything out of kindness or out of a concern for well-being. It is because they are worried that something will outgrow them.
Oh, definitely, yeah, of course. Did they do this once and it fucked up, like in Dune, where they did this and they had to eliminate all computers?
Yeah.
They reference the Seven Tenets. The Seven Tenets have fuck all to do with this, so I don't know what they're talking about in this particular context.
Did Moses come down a second time? God's like, you need you need some more fucking...
Something like that, I guess.
Commandments? You need 7 more?
It's genuinely like, their 7 commandments, though, are so funny if you contrast it against the race, because they're like, kindness. Co-working, it's so bad.
Are we going to discuss it later?
I don't have them down, so I'm happy for you to grab them.
The 7 commandments.
You may want to add Warframe to that one, buddy.
I love just looking up things without adding the thing we're talking
Make
about.
sure you include Orokin as well, because they might not be the right ones. There are multiple commandments for multiple things.
Thou shalt not steal loot? Is that...
No, that's Warframe. It's community. It's fine. We'll leave it for the time being. So the Orokin, however, are facing the issue of if they don't make them truly intelligent, it's going to be pretty rough trying to let them cross mostly thousands of years worth of travel and still be able to adapt to whatever the fuck the Tau system looks like on the other end.
Yeah.
They do not know ultimately what is on these planets. They don't know what they look like. And while these guys just ultimately need to just build a rail, they also do need to terraform the planets before the Orokin get there to make them habitable. So there's a lot to do there. Someone from the Corpus comes into the Orokin High Chamber and is about to be executed and then goes, guys, our ancestors didn't get scared when they saw that fire burnt things. They harnessed it, and does such a good speech that he gets out of being executed and instead sells his regenerating robots to the Orokin. Goat salesman.
Dude.
Goat salesman at your own execution being like, have I got a deal for you?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Cinema, exactly.
That's a nat 20 charisma roll.
It's crazy. What the fuck am I on about? They still did protect these themselves in one way, though, which is that they decided that they would make these robots. They could be a AGI, but traveling through the void would, I believe they said sterilize them, which points at the fact that it's biological robotics, but, whatever.
Sure.
Not particularly an issue, but sterilize them, essentially damage them severely if they used void travel, which all of the solar rails, so the thing that they're building, is warp travel. Is void travel.
Does it hurt humans? No. It just hurts robots.
It is a specifically engineered robot that will get hurt if it goes through the void.
Sure.
So essentially the logic is it'll build its way there, and then it'll try and, if it tries to warp back and it's mad at us, it will die.
Fair. It's a good failsafe to build in.
Exactly. Excellent planning. Nothing could go wrong.
Nope.
What could go wrong, though, was after they send these robots off into space and then wait a couple 100 years, because, still do have to wait for them to get there.
Takes a while.
The Orokin realized that while they may live forever, the rest of the system was decaying pretty fast. Things weren't looking great for them, so they started getting a bit nervous. It's not strictly like a they were about to die type thing. It's more of like a, we should have some backup plans here. Enough time passed that they had come up with this secondary plan, and so construction of a massive ship, the Zariman 10-0, was made. They made a big ship called the Zariman 10-0.
Yay.
This colony ship would take thousands of families. Also, don't fully Google the Zariman. It's a very spoilery thing. The colony ship would take thousands of families, along with a ton of supplies, to the Tau system, giving the Orokin a sort of second chance alongside the Solar Rail plan. The Zariman had an incredible new engine in it, a souped-up version of the Reliquary drive. Reliquary? Yes. Reliquary. The fucking
Reliquary,
thing, the thing that the priests keep shit in.
Yeah, it's a reliquary.
Yes, Reliquary engine. Had a souped-up version of that, from the Railjacks, which are the name of the small ships that go on the solar rails.
Sure.
Bigger engine, bigger ship.
So are these human? What are these?
Human, yeah.
So these like a different human, or
yeah, these are the people who are still part of Orokin serfdom society, essentially.
Okay.
Not the ultra high class, not corpus. They're a different group.
The regular,
just regular
peasants.
people. There are still humans in the solar system. Unfortunate for them, as it is.
They're not sending Orokins.
Orokins? No.
Orokins.
There are very, 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 very few Orokins relative to the rest of the population of the solar system.
Sure.
Which is one of the reasons that they want to get to Tau so badly, is not only the lack of resources, but also the fact that the place is very overpopulated.
Yes.
There's so many fucking people. Anyway, the plan, I don't know fully, for the Zariman was either to do a bunch of small hops between the origin system and Tau, because they are ultimately unguided jumps at this point, or they were just going to fucking one-shot it to Tau, which is cooler, but I don't think that makes a lot of sense, but also, whatever. Doesn't matter regardless, because as much as that was a great plan either way, they both had downsides, doesn't matter. The ship vanishes into the void as they were jumping the fold from Saturn to the outer gates.
And it's never seen again?
No.
Dang.
They didn't get very far. They got the
They
Saturn.
lost it. Well,
that's not very far.
They were trying out unguided jumps for the first time.
Yeah, you shouldn't
and
try.
they beefed it.
Dude, you shouldn't try that with the whole ship of people.
I believe that the problem that they had was that they only had the ability to create one of these larger engines.
That's fair, actually.
So in that case, it's kind of, and especially given the state of the origin system, it's a bit of
You're
like
running out of
a
resources.
YOLO kind of Hail Mary. Get this motherfucker out there, and then it disappears before it gets out of your solar system.
I do imagine, unguided jumps will be very dangerous, because if you get somewhere, it's very hard to. It's like jumping into any part of the ocean. It's very hard to. What do you use to guide where the hell you are?
In my head, I did a lot of
Stars, I guess.
like houseboat on a lake when I was younger, and you get like the ski ropes, like the handles. Like being behind a boat on the handles where you can kind of like follow the boat is like solar rail. Diving into the water with no swim training is what this unguided jump was like. Just going for it. You are gonna drown. So, with two projects now in the hole, considering the fact that the robots that they'd sent off hadn't established a link yet, the Orokin were feeling a bit of a squeeze. It was
A little bit.
Also about to get a lot worse. See, the robots that they had sent off, as the Orokin had feared, had a little think as they prepared the Tau system for its due masters, did the cleaning, did the terraforming. They came to the conclusion, almost certainly correctly, that if they did what they had been sent to do, set up the terraforming and the solar rail, that the Orokin would destroy this place too, and probably send them off to go do more work.
Yeah, probably.
So, that wouldn't do. What's a bot to do but to get back to work? Having now gained full sentience, I don't know if they were fully sentient when they left, they're certainly sentient now.
They had a lot of time.
These sentient robots, or as I'll be calling them now, as they are their own faction, the Sentients. No, genuinely, it's the name of the thing.
It does sound like what a robot would call it.
Exactly. We are the Sentients.
We have got it. We got there.
Did travel back through the solar rail that they had built.
Oh.
Ah.
And while they survived, they were rendered sterile, as said, unable to reproduce. It doesn't really seem like that bad of a thing, especially considering the giant, mecha organic robot things.
Yeah.
So they're still as intelligent as they were?
Yeah,
Oh.
fully self-aware. Don't know what the fuck the Orokin's plan was beyond you can't have kids, because there's still a lot of fucking robots coming to you through the void jump that you just connected.
Yeah.
There's not much you can do at this point.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, in a roar of fire and rebellion, the Sentients arrived home, kickstarting a conflict which would eventually be known as the Old War.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
Which is a very World War I-ass name.
Yeah,
I noted here.
The Great War.
The Great War. No, World War I. It's like being called World War... We're like, this is World War I. It's like, one?
Oh,
What do you mean?
This
One.
is the Old War?
The Old War?
Yeah. Yeah.
What does that mean?
What do you think they called it originally? The War?
It's not recorded. The War. The Sentience Invasion. Fuck these guys.
They always called it the Old War.
I feel like you never really call the war, like a particular war, never really has a name until
Afterwards?
either after the fact or from people that aren't in the conflict, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Kind of just focused on
I mean,
survival.
the recent wars we got pretty shit at naming. We just call it the Vietnam War, the Korean War.
We just call it the other the place that we're in.
Yeah.
The place for invading war, yeah.
Or the thing that we're fighting, the Emu War.
The Emu War, yeah.
I got really scared where you're going with that, I gotta be honest, man.
You know me. I have never said anything that could be interpreted as racist or anti-Semitic on this podcast. Neither of you are going to say anything. Neither of you are going to say anything.
You make it sound so much worse.
Accidentally. No, don't worry about it.
Hey, editor Jude, do you want to just like...
No! But, however, we'll find out more about the Old War next week. As this draws us to the end of this episode,
Yahoo.
We'll stop today. Next week, we'll find out how that war goes and find out if there's any chance of them finding that fucking ship that disappeared.
Yeah, that guys went off.
It's gone. It's gone forever.
Also, the sentients are gross.
They're fucking sick, dude. What do you mean?
Yeah, they're again, biomechanical is very much the Orokins thing. How much bio, how much mechanical, debatable. They make their towers out of flesh, so who knows?
Was that... So the the Orokins make their flesh towers.
Any questions, any clarifications as we reach the end of this first episode?
No,
Anything that's rattling around in your mind?
These are the sentients were creations of the Corpus, though, originally, and they sold them to the Orokins.
Yes, exactly. They're shown in a memory. Again, a lot of this was created over the last 13 years. So what came from where would require someone who knows the game, which I am not. I just know the lore.
Yeah.
The cutscene, quote unquote, the scene that we read has a Corpus guy who essentially sells them it. He does a very like what's the buy shopping channel, like a very shopping channel demonstration where he has like a little star robot and he cuts 2 of its limbs off, and within like 2 minutes it's like healing and regenerating the limbs, and he's like look at these sick robots.
Yeah, right.
The guy
Billy Mays.
Yeah, Billy
Mays here with my amazing regenerating robots that definitely won't kill you.
And you call right now, we'll throw an extra robot for free.
For free.
For $19.99.
I'd love to see like the flex tape version.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of damage.
Me standing on my homeworld as I see the sentients use the solar rail to warp back into my galaxy, arms blazing at my Orokin rulers going, that's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage.
Well, that was fun. Thank you, Blitz Bandit. Thank you for supporting us. And remember, if you want to get your own episode done by us and subject us or gift us, whichever law you want us to, this has been a gift. Thank you, Blitz Bandit.
This has been a gift. It gets so much worse. I promise you.
Fantastic.
I promise you, it gets so much worse. You're not ready for the boy band.
I am. You can join
I don't even have
our
the boy band in
Patreon,
it.
and you could become a lawkeeper today.
At Limbylaw, patreon.com/Limbylaw, you get access to law leaflets, which are basically mini episodes. We all talk about something small that we couldn't fit in a full episode, or a teaser for an upcoming episode. We also get access to scripts, and again, you can request an episode at a high enough tier. Thank you so much to all our loyal lawkeepers today. Thank you much to our high lawkeepers, a Chunky Monkey and Josh from Maine. Thank you, both of you. Thank you much to our prestige lawkeepers. American Recluse, Blitz Bandit, your episode, Bong the Bard, Millhead Swifty, and thank you much to our novice lawkeepers, Brianna, Dan Dubs, Hooligan, Jacob from Norway, Josh 2, Lidor, Leon, Loading Name, Luke Nukem, Mr. Cyberpunk, and Pansexual Pope from Pittsburgh.
Let's go.
Thank you so much, all of you.
Thank you,
guys.
Blitz Bandit, for subjecting this upon me. I had an argument with a previous coworker at 2:30 in the morning about a theory that I have for the next episode. And if you want to hear more about that, you should subscribe and listen to your friends. And if you enjoyed it, rate us a number of stars, depending on, let me think about it. You should rate us. The number of stars you rate us is... I forgot the format of the thing that I made up. The number of stars you rate us is the number of terrible, precisely designed torture methods that won't be invented in the future. You're preventing suffering.
The number of stars that you give us is the amount of star rail connections you can create to somewhere in the universe.
The number of stars you give us is the number of meat towers you get.
Son of a bitch.
I want some like kebab meat towers, you know what I mean?
Hey, think 5 big meat towers couldn't fix world hunger, but you could make a good dent in it.
Especially if it keeps growing with meat.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of a 4-story tall kebab rotating.
Yeah.
Just dripping.
Yeah.
I have a really bad confession to make, guys.
Oh.
I've had too many kebabs in the last 3 weeks of show runs.
Oh, no.
No.
I've had...
It's kebabbed out.
He's kebabbed out.
I've had about a kebab a week in the last 3 weeks.
That's a lot of
That's
kebabs.
a lot. That is, like, normally I'm like I have a kebab or HSP. I need to, like, give it 2 months before I have another
That is
one.
fair.
Pause. I had just heard something. Someone listening just laughed because 1 kebab a week is not that much. To them. Not to me. To them. Not to me. I agree. 1 kebab a week is a lot.
So you've kebabbed out?
Yep.
Oh, no.
Hell yeah.
The giant kebab tower just reminds me of the giant donut from that episode of The Simpsons where they all
From the Marvel movie where he sits in
when
the
he's like, and you like donuts, huh? Well, let's see if you eat all the donuts. They try to like make him die from eating too many donuts,
to
and
hell,
then he's
yeah,
just
yeah.
there like,
I was
You're
thinking
thinking
of
of
the one
Donut. You're thinking of Donut Lad, who is standing on top of the donut thing.
No, I'm thinking of the one from the episode where they have the magic hammock that makes a lot of them, and they big the big donut from a helicopter over the Grand Canyon. They all run and fall into the Grand Canyon.
The Donut Boy donut.
Is that what happens? Is that
Yes, that's the brand of the donut shop in The Simpsons.
it? Okay, excuse me if I don't know the brand of the donut shops.
Well,
in The Simpsons.
Then don't fucking. I know my donuts.
So anyway, thanks for listening, guys. And remember, as the sentients descend upon your hometown and hold you up to hostage and start shooting everyone around you, tuck your head under your pillow and say goodnight.
As you pray to the almighty god of capitalism under the Corpus Empire, and join our Discord at Living by the Law in the description down below, and you say, "Good morning, Sir Capitalism."
And as you stare upon the prospect of breaking down another rock with your Grenier comrades, desperately doing day's labour after day's labour, cheerfully I might add, for the Orokin, just give them a wave and say good afternoon.
One must imagine the Grenier are happy.
Can I tell you the most fucked thing?
Yeah,
Of course.
They are. They genuinely are.
Yeah.
They're programmed to be happy doing this slave labor. The quote here that I had skipped said, "More rumble, more shining. This is a good day. All of us shoveling to the beat of the machines. Only a fraction of a cycle left on this rock. Days, really." I kept thinking, what will the next rock be like?
What is it better, to live in the cave and be happy, or to be in the real world and be sad?
One must imagine Sisyphus happy. Let's go! Philosophy!
Yeah, like Plato's cave.
Yippee!
Well, if they're happy doing it,
Fucking English-ass opinion over here. English! British man spotted!
he structures the sentence that makes it bad. Like,
It's the tone!
Yeah, this buddy guy.
Motherfucker!
I'm fully intending on cutting it right and be going, well, if it makes sense.
You just hear our screams.
Thank you for listening to Living by the Law. If you enjoyed our podcast, please leave a review, tell your friends, and if you're feeling extra generous, become an official lawkeeper by joining our Patreon today. Follow us on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook at Living by the Law. All links are in the description, and thank you in advance. We have been, and always will be, Living by the Law. Thank you for your company, and good night.